Hey, how you guys doing? iVehicleX, and yeah, this is my first title update video, so title update 12, and yeah, so we got this picture the other day, and I went and watched the normal guys I watch for information, and I kind of realized while they were talking that basically I didn't think they really knew what they were talking about, and all this stuff has been shown on the PC, and you can actually just look on YouTube and find what this stuff is. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some rumors, and one is that there's carpet on top of this right here, which I'll tell you it's not. There's no carpet that matches brick color. The closest you have is this red. And so I recreated this on the PC. I just made the whole room using the materials. So this is Scottish Steve, and so we're not going to have the ability to just like mix and match our characters. What we're going to be able to do is you can wear these heads. Now you can only get these in creative, and then of course we have ocelots. And so ocelots on the Xbox are going to be the same as, the tamed ones are going to be the same size as regular ocelots. But you will see that they're going to shrink these down in the future. Three-dimensional objects. And then so we're going to look at carpets, the new materials, and materials that we should be getting that are related to sandstone and also cobblestone. And this is iron. It's a three-dimensional iron. It's spinning, so you can actually see it. And so let me go ahead and show you guys that on the PC version. So you can see I recreated the room. You can see that the ocelots are actually smaller than what we're going to be getting. Matter of fact, the whole dimensions of the game seem to be smaller on the Xbox. But you can see over there that that has carpet on it. And yeah, so three-dimensional items, as you can see, from any direction you can see what that material is, which is really helpful if you're down in a mine and you just threw a bunch of gravel or something you didn't want. You don't pick it up again. You can actually tell it's cobblestone or whatever. And so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and I'm going to show you that these are just heads that you can get in creative, and you can wear them just like you can anything else. So it's like a pumpkin, but it doesn't obstruct your field of view, and you know that's that part of it. I mean, it's not we don't get to mix and match our characters or anything like that. So let's look at the carpet fact. So this is carpet, but you can see that it's not level. There's actually a lip. Let me set time to day real quick. So if you look here, you can see that this is actually carpet, and yeah, you can see it. So if you look, this cat's kind of blocking the view, but I can actually see the lip. But the picture is so blurry you really can't tell. So let's take another look. Now that you can see that I do have carpet on that, this carpet has a lip on it. Let's go ahead and look at the picture again, and you can tell that this is not carpet. And if it is carpet, which would be awesome, especially for survival, because you know you can get 10 pieces of carpet for one block of wool. But it does leave an edge, and if we zoom in you can see that there's no edges here. Now I am confused because you can see a shadow here and you can see an edge, but it actually might just be the wood making it darker, appearing that it's an edge. But when we zoom out and we get a nice shot at this, you can actually see here that there is some kind of edge here. Now I can't tell if that's the lip of carpet or what, but I'm not going to speculate. My personal opinion is that there's nothing in this picture that says this is carpet, but it could be. So I'm going to tell you right now that that is not carpet. Let's go ahead and look at the PC version again, and you can see that the carpet is, you know, there's no carpet that is different colors. You can't stain them to be brick colored or nothing like that. So next thing I wanted to cover was Xbox One rumors and stuff. And one of the biggest rumors that I've been hearing is, if you guys go and just, you know, go on YouTube and go, I want to see the Xbox One multiplayer, reveal trailer, which was on the E3. If you guys watch that, you'll see Steve running, and he walks right past an up-to-date version. Anyway, so I was watching a guy, and his comment was, when we start on Xbox One, that we're going to be starting all over again and all that. And I got proof against that, which is Steve's running up the hill, and you'll watch him when he's walking up a little stone, like cave. He walks right past the new gravel. This gravel texture we just got on the last update. So title update, what was that, 10? Or was it 11? It doesn't matter. He walks right past the newer gravel, which tells me that we're going to be playing on either, in my personal opinion is they're going to merge the Xbox One with the PC version. That's my personal opinion. But at the minimum, we're going to at least be put on the update where we got, gravel. So let's just say, as a rough guess, when we get Xbox One Minecraft, we're going to be playing on at least, the gravel update. When we got gravel, the textures changed. So I wanted to show you guys some blocks too. So this is the newer block. It's chiseled stone bricks, and it's in the family here. As you can see, it's stone, and then stone gets turned into cobble, and then you can make stone bricks. And of course, you can only find these in fortresses and things. Now this one, I believe you can make in creative because it's chiseled. And so we have the same thing with the sandstone. So sand can be turned into sandstone, and then you can turn sand into smooth, or sand into this one in survival. And you can see they look really nice. This one kind of looks like a pillar, maybe some kind of Egyptian pillar or something. And then we got the creeper block, and it looks like it has some kind of hieroglyphs on it. Really cool. And so here's another thing we're getting. So redstone lamps. A lot of people may not know what they're good for, but it's basically it's like a glass material, transparent, but it can be powered through. And that's the thing about it, is it can actually be powered through. And so it's not really transparent. It can actually update pistons, at least on the Xbox. Until we get into the 1.5, it doesn't update anymore, unless you use some tricks. But anyway, the point is that you can actually just hook a lever straight up to this and have lights on in your house. No more T flip-flops to indicate, that something's been activated. So that's pretty much the news. So I wanted to show you guys too, since we should be getting this update either the end of this month or the beginning of next, hopefully. I wanted to show you guys how to tame an ocelot. Now ocelots aren't stupid. They're actually kind of hard, to be honest, to tame. And yeah, so let me grab an ocelot and spawn a couple in here and show you. It's actually really difficult to tame them. So you can see when I move that they get spooked. So if I hold fish out, you can see that they got attracted to me. But if I don't hit them while their shoulders are back, they don't get tamed. So I have to wait for them to stalk me. And when they're stalking me, at that point, I can actually get them. Now sometimes if they sit down, you can do it too. But you can see here that when I hit this guy, he's going to become tamed. There you go. And these other guys didn't. So they would run off if I was to chase them, or even see how I spooked them. So when their shoulders when they go into stalk mode, like you can see him trying to stalk you, that's the only time you can actually tame them. And so anyway, that's pretty easy. So the next thing I wanted to show you guys, I figured since people really don't know too much about textures and things on the Xbox, obviously you'd be playing on the PC if you knew about it, or if you had the ability to play on the PC, you wouldn't be on the Xbox. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you. So what is texture pack support? So they just changed it on this last update to Resource Pack. So I downloaded a couple, and then I have the one that I made. So you guys obviously know that I make my own texture packs and things, but we're going to look at some of the most popular ones. So this one is a 16 by 16. So default is 16 pixels by 16 pixels. That's what a block is in pixels. And so this one has 32 by 32, and then this one of course has a 64 by 64. And so at the end of this video I'm going to show you a shader mod that I downloaded. Now I did have to do it on the 1.5.2 because they haven't released anything for the 1.6 yet. But I will say that shader mods are very taxing, and I would probably have to get a better graphics card if I wanted to play survival on like the highest settings. But it doesn't really matter. I'll show you, if you have a good enough graphics card, you can pretty much run anything. But so let's look at the OCD texture pack real quick, and you're going to see something real quick with this is that it just changes the whole look of the game in a click of a button. So you can change the feel. This one's designed for redstone. It's also designed to load better. Now I don't know if that's FV Disco's intentions for it to load better, but it does load better on your game, and also does increase FPS when pistons are moving. And I think the reason why is that there's not as many colors. So if we look at the default, you can actually see that there's like 16 different shades of tan for the sandstone. And on this one there's 2 colors. So right now when I'm flying around, there's only 2 colors being displayed per block, which I think makes a big difference. And everything's like that. This whole texture pack is designed to be, smooth, and then everything's made to, for redstone to look better and to be just cool looking. As you can see, redstone block and things, everything's been, just really straightened out and cleaned up looking, and yeah, everything's just simple. And so anyway, that's this texture pack. I'm going to show you my favorite texture pack for survival. If I play survival on the PC, this is what I use in a Resource Pack, and it's the Faithful 32. So the pixels on this one are different, although it doesn't affect my FPS very much. There is actually 32 by 32 pixels. So if we look at torches, they have more detail, repeaters have more detail, and the reason why is that it's 32 pixels by 32 pixels. So you can see everything looks a hell of a lot better. Glowstone lamps look better, there's more detail in pillars, there's more detail in everything. You can actually read the hieroglyphs here, which is like a horseshoe, horse, and then some kind of backwards L. And then sand has more detail. You can actually see each individual pixel. If you were to count these, you get 32 by 32. And everything looks better. Cobblestone actually looks nice on this texture pack. And, so wool looks better, wood looks better. Everything looks better. There's more detail in the cats. There's more detail on these heads. The iron kind of looks like it has a little rust on it. Fire looks better. So by increasing the pixels, it's not necessarily taxing on anything but your graphics, which if your graphics card's good, then this is good. So now I'm going to show you now you're supposed to use a mod for this, a 64 by 64 realistic pack. Now I'm not going to use the mod for it, which means if we were to go look at water, it would look weird, and the color is slightly off on it, but it's okay because I actually do think this is what it's supposed to look like, but I'm not too sure. I think you're supposed to use a shader mod with it. Of course I downloaded this for the 1.6.2, so there's no shaders that will go to it, but we can see here that everything is more detailed, and it's also got animated blocks, which is something we may get for the Xbox One. As you can see, you can run an animated block. Everything's animated. Redstone, the color changes, it gets brighter, it updates and lights and up things. There's like a twinkling on all precious material ores. Everything's just got a lot more detail on it, as you can see. Even wood, I mean, the wood looks realistic. So carpet actually looks like some kind of stitched carpet, and this would be wool as well. It really does look like wool. Everything gets changed in the game, and then of course even the textures of the heads changes. So you can see these skulls look crazy. Glass looks cool. Torches. So anyway, I'm going to end this video with me showing you some shader mod that I did have to do it on the 1.5.2, but I did want to show it to you. So anyway, I'll finish off the video with that, and have a good one. Later.